So I was talking to someone who started dropping hints of not liking science all that much. So I asked why they don't like science. They responded by saying,
"Well, science just keeps changing all the time."
That response confused me, so I had to ask what they meant by science changing all the time. They said,
"You see, my beliefs on this subject come from the sacred scriptures, which never change. But science? It keeps changing its answer to things all the time. So why would I trust it?"
Now I don't know about you, but I've come across that criticism of science plenty of times. And to be honest with you, it bothers me that bad ideas have misled some people to that extent. My hope for this short video is that it will help convince at least some of those people that they couldn't be more wrong about where to place their trust. With that said, let's dive right into my rebuttal. A fact to the average modern individual, especially a scientist, is something that is objective and can be verified independently. Not only that, if we look at the history of the technological revolution a scientific mindset has blessed us with, we begin to realize a deeper truth. The truth is that we must be humble and always have doubt. We are not to talk in certainties. We acknowledge our limitations and just keep working on refining our solutions to problems. At no point are we supposed to jump to conclusions. We work with the information we have and steer our conclusions in the direction pointed to by that evidence. To better understand that mindset, let's look at the following series of images on screen and try to figure out what we are looking at. We will try to guess what we're looking at and improve our guesses with each subsequent image of higher resolution. Let's start with the first image. I have no idea what we're looking at. Looks like giant blocks to me. I still can't tell what we're looking at except that the center is non-green while the surrounding is mostly green. I can confirm that whatever it represents, the center is more brownish and the rest of it is greenish patches of something. Maybe it's like a satellite view picture of farmlands or something like that. Yeah, now it is starting to make sense. They're probably pictures of plots of land taken from a satellite or something over the Earth. They just seem a bit pixelated. If you notice on the right, we have a darker green patch. Maybe some forestry or a lot of trees there. Also some bodies of water maybe. In the center, there's some light brownish zone. Is that a desert? Nah, that's stupid. Maybe exposed land. Okay, as we keep improving the resolution, it looks like I see more greeneries and some light patches of land. Also the exposed soil looking big thing in the center. Maybe it's some type of a hill or a mountain. Let's keep improving the resolution. Oh wait. Is that a bird? Yep. It's a bird, surrounded by plants. That is how science works as well. We try to study the world and make honest conclusions based on what we currently know. Similar to the guessing exercise we just did, science incrementally improves its picture of reality. Although, in most cases, according to the history of science, a better analogy would be the case where we start with a low-quality image which gives us the basic idea, and gradually fill in the detail with subsequent scientific discoveries. Now comes the part about the other kind of people, the regressive and often religious types. For them, establishing the truth has little to do with such rigorous generational studies. Their mindset is virtually the opposite of what we just talked about. Unlike the scientists, they prefer to go backward in time to get the better answer. On top of that, their conclusions are not meant to be refined or altered. Generally speaking, if they face the same blocky image we faced earlier, their faith-based approach would be to split into disagreeing sects over rival interpretations of what those blocks mean and fight over it for generations. When you have a dogmatic mindset like that, the scientific method surely seems problematic. That is why they say that science changing its mind is a bad thing. But to me, not only that that's not a bad thing, that is actually precisely why I trust in the methods of science so much. Forget science for a second. Who would you trust more? The person who dogmatically sticks to the first answer they had faith on, or the person who's willing to change their answer as new evidence disproves them? Please let me know in the comments section. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing. This has been the Scientalist. See you in the next video.